Sometimes shore excursions don't work out exactly like you expected, and that's exactly what happened to us when we were in Grand Cayman. Also, when you're on a shore excursion, what documents do you need to bring with you when you get off the ship? Check out our video when we were in Grand Cayman, disappointed by our shore excursion, and we'll also share what documents to bring with you. Today we are in Grand Cayman. It is day 3 of our cruise on Celebrity, and we're excited to be in this port. We're going to the Tortuga Rum Factory. We're going to 7 Mile Beach for a 4-hour excursion, and then we'll be back on the ship for the day to lay by the pool, eat some food, have dinner later. So come with us as we enjoy this day in Grand Cayman. Okay, so we just boarded the tender. We're sitting and we're waiting to go into Grand Cayman. Grand Cayman is one of those ports, and there aren't many left, but Grand Cayman is one of those ports where you have to tender. So you leave your ship, you get onto a smaller boat, and the smaller boat is what takes you into shore. So that's what we're doing. If you booked an excursion through your cruise line, as soon as you get off the tender, wherever you get off, most likely your cruise excursion partners will be waiting. If you book outside of the cruise line, you might have to work a little bit farther, but they'll still be in the same general area as when you get off the ship. It's really easy. They try to make it very clear. We had planned to go to Grand Cayman 7 Mile Beach, and we were very excited about that because 7 Mile Beach is one of the most beautiful beaches in the world, and we had never been there, and we were very excited. This excursion that we went on took us to Coral Beach, and it was about a 7-minute ride from the cruise port to this beach, and it was nothing like we expected. It didn't feel like it was on 7 Mile Beach. They told us it was part of 7 Mile Beach, but as you'll see later in the video, I say, I don't think so. It just wasn't what we expected. We were supposed to go to the Tortuga Rum Factory, and we were supposed to go to 7 Mile Beach for like a 4-hour or so excursion. It was just a half-day thing. We never went to the rum factory, and Mark and I ended up taking a taxi back to the port a little bit early. So needless to say, we were just a little bit disappointed, but in the future, we're gonna make sure we get to 7 Mile Beach next time we go to Grand Cayman. We are working with the company to get a refund because it was nothing like it was expected. This excursion cost us about $70 per person, so $140, and all it turned out to be was a ride from the port to Coral Beach. So again, that was a very expensive transfer to get from one place to another. There really was no excursion involved, and the beach was very disappointed. While the water was beautiful, of course, and we did find a nice part of the beach, overall it was a disappointing excursion for sure. Let me know in the comments if you've had any disappointing excursions. I would really like to hear about it. Okay, we are sitting in 7 Mile Beach, and on the excursion that we booked, we're a little disappointed. I don't know if there was a miscommunication or what. So sometimes this happens, and we're gonna make the best of it, but we don't feel like we're in the best place. We have to walk a little farther to get to a prettier part of the beach. But
hey, you ready? Okay, cool, no problem.
we're gonna make the best of it for sure. We're still looking at the Caribbean, so that is nice. So although we may not have started out where we thought we were going to be, a little walk down the beach away from where we were sitting, it's beautiful. It's kind of the main part of 7 Mile Beach, and it's absolutely beautiful. So sometimes you just have to go with the flow, and maybe next time you don't book that excursion because it wasn't what you expected. Things like that can even happen to travel agents. We booked one thing and somehow it ended up being another, but I walked to a beautiful part of the beach. The water's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, there's not a lot of complaints about this because the sand is soft, the water is warm, it's a nice walk. So, crisis averted. We're only here for a few hours. Anyway, I'm glad we're not here for the whole day. I'm glad we're here for only a few hours. So we take these few hours, we enjoy this part of the beach, and then we go back to the ship and have a nice afternoon on the ship. This was a part of the walk that was difficult. This was the in-between area from where we actually were sitting to where we could walk to the beautiful part of the beach. And it was a little treacherous, like we were walking on the beach and then we had to walk next to this seawall and then we had to walk in the water. It wasn't that huge of a deal, but it was quite a little bit of a walk from where we were sitting to the beautiful part of the beach. And it is something to consider if you go to Coral Beach. So that's where we were sitting. We were sitting at Coral Beach, which they said wasn't actually part of 7 Mile Beach, but I'm not 100% convinced of that. Again, we were in the Caribbean. It was beautiful, but it wasn't what we expected. And this seawall was rocky and we didn't have water shoes, so it was just a little bit of a tough walk to get back to where we were sitting. We're back on the tender, heading back to our ship. It's around 12:20. So we're done with our excursion, our beach excursion, and we're headed back to the ship. We're going to eat some lunch, and we are going to hang out by the pool with some wonderful drinks in our hands.
I'm ready.
And I think it's going to be a relaxing afternoon. When you get off the ship in an island, whether it's Grand Cayman or any other island or any other port for that matter, for the most part, you need to bring your card. So for Royal Caribbean or Celebrity, you need to bring your Sea Pass card, and then you need to bring some sort of a government ID with you. In our case, we brought our passport, and you don't necessarily need that to get off the ship, but you will need it to get back onto the ship. Sometimes there's security there to check before you even get through the port gates back toward your ship to make sure you have the proper ID. My advice is when you get off any ship in any port, always bring your cruise card and always bring some sort of a government ID. If you have both of those things, you can't go wrong. Back on the ship, just eating some lunch, sitting in our favorite spot in the aft of the ship with a beautiful view. I had a salad, Mark has a salad, we have a little Diet Coke, and so we're eating and then we'll be ready to go lounge by the pool. Of course I had to get the obligatory soft serve ice cream. It's melting very quickly, so I need to eat it, but this is really good. This is rivals some really good vanilla soft serve. I'm very particular. It is yummy. So I think maybe we're going to give the hot tub a try. See how I can get over there. Give that a college try. The sun's behind the clouds right now, so it might be a nice time to try it out.
Oh, that's good.
Feels good.
like that.
I know. Little clouds in the sky, so the sun's not beating on us at the moment. Sun's not beating on us at the moment, so it feels good. It's a nice way to spend a few hours this afternoon, for sure. Buffet for dinner tonight. We opted for that tonight. We don't do that often, but we decided to do it tonight. We felt like really being a lot more casual. We have the late seating, which is 8:30.
Yeah.
That's gotten a little late for us. 7:30 is one thing, even 7:45, but 8 o'clock.
A little late.
I need to eat a little bit earlier than that. So we decided we'll opt for the Ocean View Cafe and see what we like in there. That's kind of a nice thing to do, try some different things. We've eaten in the main dining room mostly, and we're gonna try this. It's getting dark in here. It's by the pool deck, and they have, look at all the pretty lights they have. It's all really quite beautiful. I think tonight they're gonna have like a moonlight party or something.
Moonlight party?
Something moon.
Something moon.
Party, yeah.
There's always a party happening on the
But
ship.
it's really pretty with the lights.
Yeah.
Really pretty at night. Maybe after dinner we can go for a walk up there.
Yeah, we'll come back and
Yeah.
check it all out.
All right, we'll let you know how we like dinner in the Ocean View Cafe, which is the buffet on board the Celebrity Reflection. All right, so we got our dinner. I am having some chicken and some mashed potatoes, a beef empanada, and a roll. I feel like it was kind of a lot of the same as lunch, which is a little bit disappointing, but I made some different choices. So.
Right, I did too.
What'd you get?
A hot dog, a hamburger, just
where'd you see
just a
those?
patty.
I didn't see those French fries.
And some French fries were right next to them.
Oh, okay.
And then I get some vegetables and a little bit of bean and rice
Okay.
thing. It's cold.
See how you like. Oh, the beans and rice are.
Yeah, it was in the salads.
Oh,
so,
okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So, how was your meal?
It was actually good. The hamburger patties, nice and thick and nice, and cooked well, correctly, nice. And the hot dog was good. I chose to have them without buns and use a little Worcestershire sauce and a little Tabasco, and just to kick it up a notch. With no buns, so I could have French fries more guilt-free. So what'd you have?
I had the chicken, as I showed you, and just some mashed potatoes, and I had an empanada, and I had a roll. I couldn't really find a vegetable that I wanted. I was looking for green beans, and I didn't see any. I liked the chicken. It was very juicy. It was very good, very juicy. I'm always a fan of mashed potatoes. I think Celebrity and Royal Caribbean make really good mashed potatoes. So I enjoyed it. I didn't care for the empanada that much. That was me. I just didn't like the consistency of the pastry part of it. But the rest of it was good, and the rolls were delicious. I think overall it was a good dinner. We ate a little bit smaller than maybe if we ate in the main dining room, which is better for us. I think so far on this cruise, the food has been okay. I think we've talked about this before. We said it the other night, maybe it's cruise food. You know, you're probably not going to have the best food you have in the whole world on a cruise, but the food is good. Food is a big part of cruising. So you want to have good food. It's just they mass produce it. If you want some of the finer food, you can go to the specialty restaurant, which we have done. We're not doing on this particular cruise. But overall, I think it's been good. And the ice cream today was delicious.
If you found this video in any way helpful or entertaining, please consider subscribing to our channel. It helps the channel a lot and it means so much to us. We would love to have you be part of our family. If you enjoyed this video, then there's another video right here I think you'll enjoy. It was the first time we ever stepped onto a celebrity ship, and it was a celebrity apex, and the video is right here.